Since we're all quarantining right now and toilet paper seems to be in short supply, I was feeling a little cheeky and wanted to get out to the studio and just use up a little bit of scrap. So I made a little catch-all bowl here, a little tray that looks like toilet paper to me. And I thought it was just fun and a quick little thing that I could throw in the kiln. And in doing so, I created a video that shared some tips that I thought could be helpful for some folks as we're all learning glass together. So enjoy this video of some quick tips. Hey glass friends, it's Jameson here with Four Leaves Glassworks. I just wanted to knock out a quick project in the garage in my workshop, and I thought I would use it as an opportunity to share a quick video with some tips that I've picked up over time that I thought you might find helpful. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I need to cut a circle out of white glass. So two things. Circles always make me nervous, and white glass makes me nervous. And one of the reasons is because white is sometimes, and black, is notoriously difficult to cut, particularly if it's cold. And I mentioned being out in the garage because that's where my workshop is, and it's a little chilly out here today. So one of the tips that I picked up over time, and my wife always looks weird at me as I'm walking out to the garage with her hairdryer, but if you warm up the glass first, it just tends to cooperate better. And so I'm gonna do that here, warm up this glass, and then I'm gonna cut my circle, and we'll see if I'm successful. Okay, I got it warmed up there with the hairdryer. That's a quick way to do it. I've heard other people say that they plug in a heating pad and just let the glass lay on the heating pad while they work on some other things. If I've got a load in the kiln that's cooling off, maybe not with the lid super warm, but if the lid is still warm after a load is cooling, I'll often just set the glass on top of the kiln lid and let that warm up that way. So I'm gonna cut out a real quick, roughly 4-inch circle. I'm not gonna go into detail on how to do this. There are plenty of better YouTube videos on how to cut a circle, but I'm just gonna do this hopefully quickly here. I'm just checking the placement of my cutter, make sure it goes all the way around and stays on the glass in doing so. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm getting a little bit of oil on my cutter and give it a quick cut. Okay, I've scored that line. I'm gonna flip it over and kind of run my score. Wow. Glass is really warm because it usually doesn't pop out or run quite this easily. That last little bit looks a little tricky, so I'm going to use my running pliers. Okay. That probably could have gone a little bit bigger or better. I don't think I had the score. That's probably good enough. I'll groze off the edge here, clean it up on the grinder, and I'll be good. I didn't have, I could tell when I even scored it, it kind of skipped a little bit, so I didn't have quite a good score. But anyway, there's that piece, and I'll move on to the next piece. Okay, here's another quick little tip for you. This is called I guess it's pronounced hake brush. It's recommended to be used to apply kiln wash to your shelf or to your molds. I'm not sure how many of you people have a love of this. I hate it. I really don't use it anymore. I just use a paintbrush because look at this. It sheds like crazy. I don't know if you could see all of this. There's shedding all over the place. Drives me nuts. So instead of throwing it out though, I found it's actually a fairly good bench scraper. So it helps in cleaning up those little glass bits. So there's a little tip for you. If you hate it for kiln wash, maybe consider it for a bench scraper. Okay, and for my next little trick here, I have this piece of amber glass with some white streaky. I need a piece, another circle, but only about the size of a quarter, really, maybe just a little bit bigger than that. And that is too large to use my nice circle cutter here. So my lovely wife bought for me, because I gave her the link specifically of what I wanted, this lens cutter. And what this does is it allows you to cut relatively small circles. I think you can go up to about 4 inches on this, maybe a little bit bigger. So another tip for those of you who are interested in one of these, I bought this shelf liner, that kind of rubbery, or sometimes you use this under a pad or under a rug to keep it from sliding. This is just a little grippy. I bought a roll of this for $1 at the dollar store. Putting it underneath here really kind of helps keep the glass from moving around when you're going to cut using this tool. So I'm just eyeballing this to see if I'm going to get the size of circle out of that I want. I think it's pretty good. So all you have to do is press down. I'm going to hold on to the glass just a little bit, but the grip does that for me. I don't know if you can see it. There's a nice little, yeah, you can see it pretty well in there. Nice little score line. Now these little guys are kind of hard. I can clean this up with the Grosing pliers, or I'll just take it to the grinder, but there relatively quickly I've got my little circle. All right, here's another little tip. This is like a flour sack cloth rag. I think if you just Google flour sack rag, this is quite a large one. I got a pack of 7 or 8 of them, I think, from Amazon. These are great for cleaning glass. I'll just spray a little bit of glass cleaner on these pieces of glass and then clean them up. What I love about these towels is that they really don't have any lint. So another little tip if you're looking for supplies, maybe. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the few quick tips. Good luck finding TP. Stay safe. Be well, everybody.